it sounds really silly. We were playing a game of chase and we came round a corner together and we collided.
Okay.
She's immediately started crying and screaming and, you know, it was awful.
You can see she really doesn't like that.
Yeah.
It's my hand, it's all right.
We were having such fun.
Yeah.
It's one of her favourite games. It's all right, it's all right.
So what I'll do, I'll give her some pain relief, just so she's more relaxed and more comfortable.
Yeah.
And then I'll take an X-ray. It's almost like the family's never seen Huli like this. Normally she is so full of energy and so full of life that to see her so withdrawn and in pain, it's really surprising them. And for them, they're finding it quite confronting. You got a surprise, didn't you? You thought play could be so painful.
Probably the worst case scenario is if it's broken. Hopefully just a dislocation and Chris will be able to just sort of, you know, pop it back in.
Got a feel for her. I mean, as a game, it seems so harmless and it sounds like they did it all the time, but it's not really what you expect when you come running around a corner to run into your owner.
Little Hooligan is in agony after a family game of chasey ended in tears.
X-ray.
Oh. Big fracture right across the middle there. That would be incredibly sore. That's not just one fracture, that's two. It's almost amazing she didn't hear a crack because that's what would have happened with these two. It would have been an absolute snap. So she actually does have a fracture here. So right through her radius and her ulna. What's hard about these types of fractures is they're not simple to fix. We're talking about serious orthopaedic surgery.
Oh dear. It's all right.
Hooligan now needs to be transferred to SASH for a major operation.
Tomorrow really is the start of a very long battle for her because this isn't an easy operation. It's not something she's going to get over quickly. I'm going to make this a bit tighter. She's going to have to bring every little bit of courage that she's got to that surgery tomorrow, and really we just hope that she can pull through. It's a big day for her, so it's probably reasonable that she's a little bit anxious.
Hooligan has spent the night at the Bondi clinic after a collision with her owner caused multiple leg fractures.
Oh, Angel, that's a wagging tail.
Owner Sarah and her daughter Poppy are now taking Hooligan to SASH for major orthopaedic surgery.
Let's go.
She's a lovely dog, she's a very sweet dog. She's a very stoic dog as well, and she's going to need all that courage to get through today.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Chris.
No problem at all.
Bye.
See you, Lily.
All right.
At SASH, Sarah and Poppy are waiting for Andrew to view Hooligan's X-rays.
Ooh, that'd hurt a bit. The reason she's so sore is because the bone ends are still really close to each other and it's just grinding away, and it just hurts like hell.
I was awake a lot of the night worrying about my little one, reliving it all and, you know, just worrying, as you do.
So I think what we need to do is put a plate on the bone, get the alignment perfect, and then it'll take probably the next 10 to 12 weeks to heal.
Okay.
Hooligan has never spent a night away from his family, and it's a tough goodbye for everyone.
Absolutely awful. Horrible. Hopefully it's just a clean break and it'll all be good and there's no nerve damage, and so hopefully it'll all be fine.
All right, darling, you ready?
You'll be brave.
Andrew is about to start surgery on Hooligan's multiple leg fractures.
It's literally snapped in two, and the bone ends are totally separated.
Andrew will now insert a permanent plate to rejoin the bones.
And so the plate will be there like an internal splint. The most important screws are the first 2 or 3. If the first couple of screws aren't quite right, then there's a domino effect and they get sort of worse and worse as you go. Right, there we go. Let's give it a bit of a flush and close it up. Ah, that looks pretty good. I'm really happy that it just couldn't look any better. She's going to think it was never broken, but if she suddenly takes off and chases after something, she could pull those screws out, bend the plate, do horrible things. So she's going to be confined to leashed walks and no chases for the next 2 or 3 months.
It's all right.
As soon as Hooligan wakes up,
She's very brave.
Very brave.
Sarah and daughters Poppy and Charlotte are allowed in to see the patient.
Quite amazing. She was really quite stirred up when they're not here, but as soon as they get here, she just becomes this totally contented little critter.
It's just good it's all over and it went well, and it was so nice to see her again.
We could see as soon as they put her back in the cage and started walking away, she started crying and getting upset again. She's very bonded to the family, it's obvious. So it's a lot of loving there.
Should be right.
Hooligan! Hooligan! Are you feeling better? Yes?
It's just one day after Hooligan's major operation
You're gonna
to
be
fix 2 fractures in his leg. He desperately wants to go home, but first he has to pass Andrew's test.
You're feeling better. Come on, we'll see what you can do. Right, come here. Come on, Hooligan, there you go. It's sort of a case of what broken leg, isn't it? She's walking around like there's no problem at all. They don't improve any quicker than she has.
It's an A+ for Hooligan, and his elated family can't believe their luck.
Hello, little one. Look at you. Didn't even bring a lead because we just didn't imagine that she'd be walking like that.
She's doing obviously great,
Yeah.
but you're going to have to be. She thinks she's fixed. She's
Yeah.
not fixed. I mean, it is great, but it sort of does create other problems in the sense that she's just going to have nothing to tell her to slow down except you guys. So.
Okay, we'll do that. Yes, we will. That was amazing to see her walking out. That was fantastic.
If you guys loved that video, great. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel below. That way. That way.